people. This is your favorite program, Let's Gist, on Esteemed Radio Vision, Elisha, Oboko Avenue, Ocean State. Okay, and I am Modesta Chiamaka, Chi Baby. And with me here is no other person.
No other person.
Okay, the thing is that I actually have a very unique, fine, beautiful sister with me today. But let me just concentrate first. Let's focus first on the face you guys need.
The program has not started and I'm already the target. That's beautiful.
No, just calm down, calm down.
All right.
Calm down, falabale, falabale. Yeah, so but you just have to calm down. Your blood to the hot.
I remember myself LEX POSI my LEX person. Welcome to Let's Just
LEX, POS, LEX, POSIMI. All right, welcome, Alex. And with me here in the studio, we have
ADESHEWA. I'm so glad to be here.
Okay, ADESHEWA. Welcome, ADESHEWA.
Thank you.
All right. So let's dig deep. Are we going to dig deep today?
Dig deep, right? Digging deep.
Let's continue to dig deep. You know, our 3 E's program: entertaining, engaging, and please don't say that.
Oh, you
Don't
mean
say
eggplant?
that. Don't say that. Please don't say
I
that.
did not say anything, no.
But can you just help me out? I say entertaining, engaging, and what?
Educating.
All right, all right. Now you are a good boy.
I thought it was eggplant.
No, now you are a good boy. All right, my people, let's go ahead. Today's question. You really said you are the target for today, and
I don't know why you're targeting me.
I'm sorry, but I still have to target you more. Yeah, sorry. My question. Adeshewa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, all right. Do men get abused as women? Do you think men, you know we have a man here, and I think that's the reason why he was saying he's the target.
That's huge.
Okay, so do men get abused as women?
Okay, from what I've heard, and I think yes, they get abused
Okay.
in different aspects: parental abuse, sexual abuse, even mental abuse.
Wow.
So I think they get abused. It's not just women that get abused. I think it's for the two genders, so that is it.
Okay, parental abuse, can you throw more light?
Yeah, parental abuse in the sense that we have parents that they tend to just use their boy child anyhow. Because it's a boy, they feel like, okay, you should run errands, you should run up and down, you should carry this, you should carry that. They don't know that it's affecting the boy's esteem. So it affects them in a way that they start to reason in another way. Like, they start to think like, am I really loved? Do my parents even care about me? You know, that is it. They start to question their parents, maybe their father's love or their mother's love.
Really?
So that's what, yes.
So men do go like running around in the house and everything?
They don't.
Yes, yes. I don't think I really...
They do, especially when they come from these typical family
Are you
settings.
serious?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
You think
I'm
that?
surprised that you think they don't.
Oh, I'm surprised I should.
Me, seriously, I'm just stating the fact.
Oh,
I don't think that men do
Oh, they do.
run errands in the house.
They do.
No way.
Especially if you have this type of father that loves the girl child more.
Okay.
He tends to pamper the girl child. Then they tend to push all the
male.
domestic chores to the male. Go and do this, go and do that. The man of the house.
Are you
you are the this.
serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Recently, I started reading books and I discovered that, in fact, they go through emotional trauma more than the ladies because sometimes they just be the man, be the this, and it's affecting them.
Okay, that's for parental. Okay,
yes,
then
yes.
sexually,
So,
can you?
yes, sexually. I've heard that most boy child go through sexual abuse, and people tend to just overlook it. You see, now we have the issue of gays and everything. It didn't just start from maybe they're already adults and they're going through this.
Okay.
It started from maybe one uncle touching somebody's penis or one of the maids. I saw one video online one time. The owner of the house, she noticed that the maid is a very good person. Like, she's very good. She does all her duties well and everything. Then she was just like, I don't know, maybe our gut and everything. She just said, okay, let me put CCTV camera. She was done with it, and this boy is just a year old.
Oh my goodness.
And the lady sat on him. If I didn't see the video, I would have said, oh, it's a lie. I saw the woman was like, she should come and explain herself. What are you doing with the boy? She was like, she said it to you, a year-old boy. So it's not just about maybe, even in fact, the maids. A lot of people do damages, and we just tend to think that, oh, they're family members. Once you see somebody, it's just for the girls too. Once you notice that this person is not comfortable with this person, there's something going on. So that is it for the sexual abuse. They get abused a lot. And the thing is, we cannot see it maybe because of the way God created them. You know, for the ladies, for the girls, you can still see from their private part, maybe it's expand. But the guys, it's tend not to be obvious. So they do.
Okay, then mentally, you made mention.
Okay, I said mentally. So it's all this leading to mental issues. Because if you have a parental damage, sexual damage, it's going to be like that too. And it's going to affect them mentally. So let's say, for example, family, let's say at work now. People tend to focus more on the guy saying that you are the man. This man up thing is actually very, very sensitive, that it gets them to be mentally abused. Like, we don't really, you might think that you can just see a man that just wants to be on its own. Because, okay, as a man, you have family. Let's say a man that is married or in a relationship. You have your girlfriend. You have this. You have to meet up with work, financial issues. Everything is just there. And mentally, they're just, that is why sometimes you just feel like, oh, okay, you are not there for me, maybe for people in a relationship. You don't know what this man is thinking. That's what I meant by mental abuse and some other things, even social abuse and some other, I don't.
All right, thank you very much, Adeshewa.
Welcome.
Do you have anything to say, gentlemen? You know, this is actually related to you guys. So, to you now, to you, male.
You know one of the major problems that we face when talking about topics like this. One of them is exactly your reaction when you said, "Do men run errands?" Now that completely takes the topic from 100 to 0. Because now, if it was just you and I on the program, whatever I say is going to be like, this does not happen. Why are you making it up? Because already you have a perception like, men know they run errands. So what are you saying? Then I'm very glad that it was.
And I'm still not going to believe that.
Even when
no, serious. I'm still not going to believe that.
Do you know why? Let me tell you something. If you don't believe it, definitely, if you have a boy child, are you saying they won't run errands? If you say you don't believe that they do chores, I'm asking you now. Would you say?
No, depending
that means
on
you're
how
just going to train
I'm
your
going
girl
to train
child.
them. Yeah, I'm going to train. That's why I
Oh, the only thing they will
Let me
your
hold
boy
it.
children will be doing.
Let me
at
hold
home
it. Let me
is to
hold
play
it.
games.
Let me just hold it. Let me just hold it. But for me, I will actually train my male child, my male children, to always run errands in the house.
Oh,
To be
okay.
responsible.
If
To
that's
be
the case,
responsible.
No, why I'm
not
saying-
running errands.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
when you
just
think
to
it's
be
run
responsible.
errands,
Yeah. I think I get
makes
to be
sense.
responsible because the place I come from, Igbos. Who are you, man? Run errand? How? When there is Ada in the house, there is women on there. Like,
okay,
we have women in the house.
Ada is the maid of the house.
No, Ada is the female child.
Of the house.
Yeah.
But
like
So
the
does that
first
mean she
daughter-
runs all errands?
all?
But
Like, I mean all.
But I've seen Igbo people, maybe from movies that I've seen, that they tend to just make them want to know about their businesses. Is that what you're saying?
That's all.
That is, it's still parental abuse. Because you don't want them to be free. You just want them to do what you want them to do. Not what they want to do. It's still abuse. I think abuse is when you're caged. Like when somebody is just making you to do what you're not comfortable doing.
Of your own.
So it's still part of it. So let's say people do chores or they don't do. As long as they're not doing things that is making them happy by themselves.
The kind of errand I'm
I think
actually
that's
saying
it.
is a male child entering the kitchen to cook.
Yeah,
Wash
you have
plates.
responsible guys.
do
You
that
do
when I
that
was
doesn't mean that other people. I
No,
have never
that's-
witnessed that in my life.
Can you see you're being biased now? It should
You
be balanced.
see, you are the problem.
I am not the
It should be
problem.
balanced.
How am I the
We should train
problem?
are the
our
problem.
children,
I'm
both
not the
male and
problem.
female, as long as They are human beings. They should be responsible. They should know, because you will not be there when they need to survive. So that is one of those
Exactly,
things. They need to
exactly.
survive. They need to have this mental. So you don't even have to train the girl child to be out of business. Train them to be in business.
Yeah.
Train the guy to be in the house, so that it will be a
They have a
presentable.
balanced life.
Yes, even a good husband. They will be homely. They will know what to do at the right time. So if they have pregnant women now, pregnant wife now, they will know, okay, I think this is the time I cook for my wife. But if you are trained not to know how to cook, how do you want to support your wife? Will you keep buying food? So that is it. That's what I
So
said.
might choose to keep buying food, right?
The irresponsible ones. That's why we have to train them to be responsible.
Yeah, that's true. So back to you, Mr. Lex.
Back to me. What's your question?
Do you think men get abused as women?
Absolutely. According to some statistics, some realistic statistics, one out of 6 men, sorry, 1 out of 5 men get abused. Have experienced abuse. 1 out of 5. According to statistically, 1 out of 3 women has gotten abused. 1 out of 4 men have gotten abused sexually. Now, 4 out of 6 men, statistically, have gotten abused emotionally
Yeah,
or psychologically.
emotional abuse, yeah.
These are verifiable statistics, right?
Okay.
Meaning that if we, 3 of us now, for example, if we are all men, right, that means like 1 of us, 1 of 3 has been abused.
Yeah.
So now we are going to generalize it. Either sexually, any form of abuse,
Abuse.
1 out of 3 have been abused. Now let us multiply that percentage and see the number of men walking our society that has been abused. Now, where the problem lies is the fact that male abuse is performatorily understated. I don't know if I should say intentionally, but it is very understated, very downplayed, and not considered to be important enough.
Okay.
That's the way I see it.
agree.
Reason is this. If you check around us, a lot of the time you see advocacy for men, women and children.
Yeah.
Advocacy for the girl child. Advocacy for this, the girl child and adults. Advocacy for women and the elderly. Advocacy for this, advocacy for that.
Nothing for men.
Hardly
Nothing
do
for
you
men.
hear advocacy
For men.
for men.
Oh,
and the girl
justice
child.
for men.
No, this is part of the problem. This is actually
Justice
part of
for
the
men. All right.
the fact that when topics like this get talked about, it gets downplayed. For example, if it's not even with females alone, even amongst males.
Yeah.
When myself as a person now, assuming that I get abused sexually, and I walk into my group of friends, males, men now, and I tell them, see what happened yesterday. Their possible first line of reaction is waiting
I
inside the
get.
tub.
Especially
Like
if it's
it
from the
completely,
person.
Yeah.
it completely downplays your experience. It actually, forgive my word, shit on your experience. And it means that if it ever happens again, you are definitely not going
Not going to
it
tell
to
anybody. Yeah. You just choose to keep it
Meaning
yourself.
that we move from sexual abuse to psychological problem and mental challenges. Because now, from there you develop trust issues. You probably don't want to be in the same room with someone who is older than you, if the perpetrator was older than you.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to be in the same room or in the same space with someone who looks, maybe that person was dark. Then you have problem with dark people. Then you have problem with light people. Then you have problem with people from a particular tribe, because the person that the perpetrator was from a particular tribe. You say, now so this particular tribe they do.
Yeah.
It means that one problem degenerates into several others. It's a ripple effect. And we don't talk about it enough. We don't have advocacy for men enough. I know a lot of them will say, why don't men speak up for themselves? Men are wired differently. In our society, I think we talked about the way each gender is wired sometimes ago.
Yeah.
Women are wired differently. Biologically, women are wired differently from the way men are wired. Men are wired to be problem solvers, not problem talkers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They don't talk about problems as such. They solve problems. That's the way men are wired. So when a man faces a personal problem, he's not looking of how to talk about it. He's looking for how to solve it. Whereas on the other hand, women, they are not problem solvers as
We are the problems ourselves.
relax.
Like you said, no, that was what you actually said that day. I can remember vividly.
Relax, no.
I remember vividly. That was what you said.
Problems. I did not say you are the problem.
Okay.
I said women have more tendency to create problems instead of solve them. Honestly. And this is
You agree with
natural-
that?
Wait, she doesn't have to agree. But
No.
let me land. Let me land so you understand what I'm saying exactly.
Oh, yeah, land.
Now, there's every tendency that as a woman, right, when you see something that is not wrong, there's every tendency, maybe a 90% chance, 1 out of 5 or 1 out of that instead of solving it, you talk about the problem. Right?
Yeah.
You talk about the problem, maybe you explain the problem to another person, or you tell another person the problem. See what I saw, or see what happened. Not necessarily in the form of gossip, but because that is the wiring of a female person. But as a man, or you think about, you see a problem, and the first thing that comes to your mind is, how do I create a solution to this problem?
Okay.
Now, that does not mean that you are in the right position to solve the problem, but you think of solution. Now, another way to look at it is this: in relationships, this is a statistical backing that when a woman talk about our problem, for example, you go to work, you face a lot of problems or a lot of challenges at work, and you come back to your partner to tell your partner. Most of the time, you are not telling your partner so that your partner can create a solution to it.
Just want him to hear.
You just want him to hear it.
That is it.
Is that correct or not?
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. So you're not talking about the problem because you want him to create solution. For example, my car spoiled. When I was coming, there was traffic. And the man says, so why don't you pass? Is there no other route to get you home? Why don't you go through another route? And you're like, is that what I'm telling you? I'm telling you I face traffic. Hey, if you face traffic, why don't you go through another route? And it's like, I face traffic. That is not the solution. It's just an evidence of how we are differently wired.
Yeah.
Right? So this brings us back to the topic we are treating today. When a male child or a man faces abuse, it's not, for example, if in a relationship or in a marriage now, a man does not have enough money, right? Maybe to cater for the family or all of that, and the woman is complaining, what do you think the man is going to do?
Not married, but
Go and look for money.
just can't do for money. Just
It's as simple as that.
that.
Because he knows the solution to the problem. He knows there is a problem, and he knows the solution. Yes, a lot of people do they do everything that they can, and still the problem is not solved. Because it's very hard to raise money or make money in Nigeria or anywhere in the world. But the first thing that a man thinks of is how to solve the problem. There's no money in this family. I need to bring money in this family.
So women don't think.
Is that how you translate what I've just said?
Yes.
Exactly. That's how women create problems.
But that
Oh
is
my
not-
goodness.
That's how women create
Oh my
problems.
goodness. You see what you're doing?
You see what I just said? What I just said is analyzing how we are
Analyzer,
different.
you are not just bringing down women like this, saying that we bring
Is that what
problem,
I
we
said?
cause problem. We do
Is
this
that
one,
what
we
I
do that
said?
one.
No, be honest.
We are gisting.
Be honest. Be honest.
Hello,
Be
ma.
honest. No.
Woman to woman, woman supporting woman.
Be
No.
honest.
Women supporting women.
Yes,
On
yes,
this-
just
on
Be
this-
honest.
on
Is
this-
that what I said?
On this level of what he was saying,
Eh.
you really mean
No. Like, what are you trying to say?
But let me
Hold
answer
on, what
the
are you not trying to
question
say?
women think. We think the thing is,
We think
we are
faster
talking
than men.
about wiring.
No, you think in clutters. Men
Hey
think-
God.
You are assuming for
Oh
us.
my
No,
goodness.
I'm not. These
You are
are
assuming.
scientifically
See,
proven
let me
facts.
tell
Are
you
you a
something.
woman?
I'm not. I've read about these things.
But wait, I just want to ask a honest question. Are you a woman?
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you, are you a woman?
Right? But let me ask you a
But
question.
you have a hair, oh. Are you a woman?
Wait. This is part of why women create problems, right?
Because the way
We
you're
are
just
having
saying
a conversation that. Can you listen to me?
Okay. We are
Can you?
listening.
I can't, oh, because you're just here talking
Just
another
say that we
thing.
think.
All right.
And let's
now,
solve the problem.
This is what I'm saying, right? Women think in clutters. A woman can think of several things at the same time.
Yes.
Is that correct or not?
Very correct.
A lot of things at the same time. But as a man, you can have just one thing on your mind
It's not dull.
that you are focused on. You said?
Not dull now. You're very dull. That's why you're just thinking
You
one
can
thing.
say it that way. But it doesn't change the facts. The fact remains that a woman can think of several things at once. A man can think of one thing at once. When there is a problem, he thinks of the problem and how to solve it. When there is a problem, a woman will think of how the problem came, how somebody increased the problem, how this one became a...
Wow.
You think in clutters, like a lot of things at the same time.
Wow.
And it's
We are
actually not a
finished.
problem. It is
And then
why
we are finished.
Wait, it's not a problem. It is
This
why we are
dude has already finished us.
It is why we are complementary sexes. This is why we complement each other.
Yes, I
A
get
man
that.
can sit down and be looking, focused. His gaze is focused. And you ask him, what are you thinking of? And he will tell you nothing. And in all honesty, he's thinking about nothing. He's not thinking about anything. He's just focused. Nothing is on his mind. His mind is completely bare. Hardly can women be like that. That is how we are different. We are different from one another, right? And that is why, sorry, bringing us back to the topic. That is why when a man, for example, faces abuse, right? Instead of talking about it, right? He looks for a way to stay away. If it's something he doesn't enjoy, he doesn't want to be a part of, he stays away. He looks for a way to stay away from it, right? He stays away from the problem. He distances himself or looks for a solution. And if there is no impending solution for him that he can create for himself,
Okay, I want to
right?
ask-
He lives with it.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think that solves the problem?
It doesn't. It's
So-
part of why the problem increases.
Okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But the fact we can't put away nature.
Okay.
A nature of man says that he has to solve problems.
Okay.
Right? Now, if that's the case with a man, he might create more problems. Right? That's how we see emotionally distant men. That's why we see men who are emotionless.
Okay.
There are men that they don't express any emotion whatsoever.
That's
You think this man is a wood.
Okay.
It might not necessarily be because he is naturally a wood, right? It might be because of experience, what he has gone through or where he's coming from, and it's normal. But a lot of people are advocating for men to speak up more, and that has not been happening for real.
Yes.
Because
How is that
And
going
it
to
might not
happen?
happen too.
natural, yes.
It's not
because
going to happen. Because
But they need
it
to
might
speak
happen.
up.
We might get there.
Do you know
We
why?
might get there. Who suffers at the end of the day? Who suffers it the most? It is still the women.
the
It still
women.
comes back to the women.
Yeah.
Because an emotionally unstable man will affect an emotionally stable woman
Yes.
if they come back together.
So I think one of the things that we need to talk about is the healing process. How do they get you so that at least we are going, let me say, for the next generation, somebody has abused you. How do you get healed so that you don't affect the children you want to raise? So that when they are
Raise.
going through stuffs like that,
you know how to
you
help
will
them.
know how to help them. So I think the first thing is heal up. Try to talk about, think about it. Heal up. Because, okay, I think recently I've been doing some research on trauma and everything, family background and everything. So I think the first thing is heal up, get to know what exactly is the problem. And another thing I want to say is read books, study on it. Now, as women, we have to know, that's why we have to be very, very intelligent, and we have to keep to date and time. The thing is, if your child is being abused and you have not studied anything before that time, you might not know.
Yeah.
So we need to read books, understand this thing. You are a mother to be, or you're a mother already. What are the signs that you're going to see that, oh, this child is being abused?
suggest certain
Let's,
things.
especially when it's about sexual abuse.
Yeah.
what is, oh, this boy is acting somehow. What are the signs you're going to see? We have to know all these things. Same with the fathers, especially the ones that have gone through abuse. You know how it feels. You know what you faced. What is the solution you want to provide for your children, for the people around you? If you don't look for solution, that's why I'm saying that, fine, men, they tend to bottle up a lot of things. But at the same time, there are solution providers, like you said. Exactly are you doing? What research are you doing to bring solution to this thing? Because I cannot lie to you. I think let me say forever, women will speak up more than guys. But there's a thing that I know that it can be reduced if we have good parents. You have the knowledge, I have the knowledge. We want to raise our child to be very sensible, to be responsible. Now he has gotten the knowledge, we'll be able to pass it to the next person and to continue like that. Let's say in a society of 20 people, a family of 5 decided to be good parents, raise good children. Let's say in that family, they have two kids,
Of course,
2
we
boys.
have ripple